Hi folks, it's Moz here, and I'm going to be doing a review today of a kit that I was showing off on Airfix and Chill Monday the 16th of September 2024. So for me it was 3 days ago. I had a bit of interest, people asking me, what's this kit like? So yeah, we were talking roughly about generic names and should manufacturers kind of not bother using brand names on their kits to save on any fees that they may incur by using a particular brand. And I said that there was a tractor in the military, in the Airfix range that didn't do this. And it was this one here, the 135th World War II US Military Tractor. And I said that this was a case because they do a civilian version, which is a case. And somebody asked, or a few people have asked if I could review it. So here we go. Let's get onto the workbench and let's review this kit. So here you are. This is the Airfix 135th World War II US Military Tractor. It comes in two schemes. You've got the USA military scheme and you also have the civilian scheme with special decals. But before I go into the box and just talk about this all, let's just have a look at the history of it, because it's not actually Airfix plastic. So it was released in 2016 by Thunder Model, and they called it a Case VAI US Army Tractor. And then within the next couple of months, or maybe a year later, they released it with new parts and called it a US Army Loader. No mention of Case in the title at all. Along comes Airfix in 2019, so it's 5 years ago now. They released it and they called it this World War II US Military Tractor, and basically it came with new decals, I presume for the civilian scheme. And then 3 years later, Thunder Models released it again, calling it the US Army Armoured Tractor 4-in-1 kit. And they added new parts, and it does actually look pretty cool in this box art. So there you go. That was a history of the plastic. Basically, it is Thunder Models. So front of the box, you've got box art, which isn't Adam Toomby. I can't read the name here, unfortunately, but you've got the tractor there with some American warbirds in behind, and as I said, there you've got the military version there, and you've also got a civilian. Edge of the box, you've got the cautions in different lingo, and there's the code for it there. It's A1367, so A1367. They are available. I've seen them on eBay, etc., so you can still get hold of them, but I don't think Airfix have any of these left in their stock levels anyway. If they do, I'll leave a link in the description. Edge of the box, you've got the box art again, and also the code. This side of the box here, it's saying that during 1941 to 45, over 15,000 specifically built and designed military tractors were built in the US. Approximately 40 variants were produced and were used in every theatre the US forces operated in. One interesting fact was that the manual for this military tractor included instructions for destroying the tractor should it be in danger of being seized by the enemy. Many of them stayed in both military and civilian use long after the war. Length of it is 87mm, width of it is 55mm, and there's 82 pieces. As you see, it is a bit by bit build on this tractor. And then you have the US Army Air Force, England 1944, and then you have the word civilian usage underneath. But if you look closely, if I get this to focus on there, you can see it has the word case on the tractor. It's a skill level 3 because it does have some photo etch in it. Not many colours required. 33, 113 and 155 and 24, but we'll see that when we open up the box. As I said, skill level 3, but it only comes with one flying hour, and that's basically the box. So we open up the box, top opening box, and you will get your instructions, which are on like glossy paper, which isn't the Airfix way. You get 2 individually bagged sprues, okay, for this. You also get a bag of vinyl or rubber tires, which is a nice touch. And then you also get the photo etch in a bag with the decal. So there's your decal sheet there, nice and crisp there. And as you're seeing there, you've got the military there. There's your military side, and then you've got your civilian side. So you've got some dials there for the display. You've got the, what they call them, the plates, registration plates, you know, what do they call it again? A manufacturer's plates, that's it, not serial, so you got like serial numbers, but there's no detail on them, just white lines and some more dials there. So yeah, you've got, as I say, you've got two to play with there, which is a really good choice. If anybody has any information about what the tractor is, I've had a quick nosy on Google, but I'd like to know what the model is of this case tractor. And you know, if you can just tell me below where I can see pictures of it in yellow, where I can do a diorama from, like a picture of a scene, just put it in the comments below so I can have a little nosy. That'd be brilliant. Also, can I ask a favour? Only 20% of the people who actually watch the content on my channel are subscribers. So if you feel or you do enjoy watching the stuff I put out, will you please consider subscribing by clicking subscribe, and if you ring that bell, click all, you will be notified when I release a new video. Any comments and any likes are also appreciated, and I think we better get back to the unboxing of this tractor. Then you have this, which is the photo etch. You can see there you've got the column there at the front. You can see that there. There's where you put the dash, which is all there. So you've got three imprints there to put your decals in. You spray that black, I believe, or you can spray it yellow or whichever colour you're doing. These are foot plates, which go at the side, and you've got to bend these down, the front parts, then add and glue them together. Then you also have the fan, and then these parts here at the top are for the seat, I believe. Right, looking at the vinyl tyres, or the rubber tyres, they are lovely. Look, you've got some nice tread on there. Just make sure you put them the right way around. There's no manufacturer on the side. There's no wording on these at all. But you get two of them, and then you get the small ones at the front, which have even got the correct treads on these as well, which looks pretty nice. You get four of them, and yeah, there's basically all the parts there to build up your tractor. Right, so I've taken the sprues out of the box and out of the bags as well, and inside you can see that it is not like a build that has like mass parts together, if you know what I mean. You are building lots of parts to create different subsections to put together. For instance, the axles are not one part, they're two. And if you can see on the back here, they've got like these half moon pegs. So when you put them together, they become a solid round pole, or so I say round pin, I should say. And yeah, so you know, there's a lot of work to be done with this kit. There's the seat there, a nice little, I think they call them barrel seats, I believe. And there's your tanks there, two-part tanks. So put them together, and it all should go together fine. Moving on through, you've got a little bit of a frame there, you've got front of the engine, these are the panels for the side of the bonnet, there's your radiator there, and there's your radiator fan cover, all looking pretty smart, looking pretty nice. There's your steering wheel. These are all parts for the engine, so you've got your starter there, you've got your distribution cap there, you've got some filters, some sort of bearings there. You know, there's quite a bit on this kit for you to really work hard at, and there's some pipe work there. So yeah, if I just bring it up close and then just focus on this, you can see clearly that there's a lot of detail within this kit, and it was a good choice from Airfix to put this out there for us, definitely. So you can see, you know, these are all your track, what's it they call it, your track rods. And you've got your drive, is it drive rod, are they called? I can't know what they're called now, I'm just trying to think. Tie links these are, aren't they? So yeah, so you've got quite a bit there to work with, and hopefully you'll get a decent model out of it. Sprue B, get up close, you can see that that's the structure is part of the engine and the gearbox, that's all together, the transmission sort of thing. So yeah, so them two, put them together and Put these together, and basically that's like a third of the build, and then the rest of it's all like little bits, if you know what I mean. Parts of the wheel rims there. You've got some nice detail there with the wheel nuts, and then there's your inner. I think they come in. I think it's a 3-parter. I think you've got the wheel, and you've got the small little wheels as well. So there's the front wheels, them two, and then you've got your large rear wheels there. There is the top of the bonnet, and like I said, there's the grille for the bonnet. They're lovely, no flash on that at all, really crisp. There's your wheel arches there, or your wings, if you want to call them wings, with some detail. So yeah, you've got little bits to look at, things to play with, things to weather if you want, things to make greasy and oily. There's quite a bit within the sprues. So on to the instructions now. And as I said before, it's quite a bit involved with this. So you're putting the first part of the engine and gearbox or transmission together, and that's basically the parts together. Then you're adding all these little bits like distributor cap, alternator, starter, filter, all onto the engine there. Then you build up the front with a couple of pulleys, and then the fan that goes on the front, and that just all glues in together nicely. And then you add in there, that's also that's the alternator there, I believe. I think that's the alternator. I don't think that's the alternator. That's the alternator there. Okay, moving on. You then add in more parts. So you've got some exhaust parts going on, air filter, etc. Then you've got the pipes going up, which is all one piece, which is nice. And that's, you have to paint that into a colour that matches. Then you're putting the fan together for the underneath part, which is, I believe, the front bumper. That all together nicely, and that all fixes on with 2 pipes there. So just keep an eye on those pipes. Fuel tank goes together, and you've got brackets for that tank to fit on, and that all fits onto that part there of the transmission. Then you've got your gear stick going down through, and your sump going underneath. It looks like you've got another bracket to fit under there. Parts for the rear of the tractor all come together. Then you've got the diff on the back with the 2 wheels there, and I presume there's a prop that must go on there, so linked to the front, or is that the PTO? That might even be the PTO there on the back. So yeah, I think that is the PTO actually. PTO on the back. Moving through, you've got the wings to go on with some brackets, all plastic by the way, and you've got some locating parts underneath. The hitch goes on the back there, and then you build up, as I said, the bonnet. The bonnet comes like this, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, 6 pieces, including a fuel cap to go on top. Then with all that together, then you put your dash or your photo etch dash on the front and paint that all up as you so wish. Then you've got the steering wheel and the steering rack going into that position there, and that all fits down, which is nice. Then you get your photo etch, like I said, you've got to bend over the front of that foot plate and add this bracket there, and then they all fit either side. But I don't think that's a really good diagram. You'll have to look elsewhere and just see how this all slots on, because I think that looks a little bit too suspect for me. I think there you have to go down further than there, but we'll have a look in the other pictures. There's your seat again, your suspension seats. There's your spring. Those 2 bits are the photo etch part. Seat goes down, so a little bit of mixtures of glue there required, and that just fits onto the transmission there. Then you build up the front, so you've got your tie rod there, your track links, tie rods, A-frame, and that all fits in. Put the wheels on then, so you've got your rims, and then you've got your rubber vinyl tyres, and they just slot onto those. Looks like brake discs, doesn't it? I don't think they were brake discs. I think they were drums, so I say brake drums. Then that all attaches, and it looks like there's a 2-point attachment there, so one at the front and one at the back. And they're showing you there where these extra rods go for the steering. There's your accelerator, or your clutch pedal goes in there, and then you've got your brakes. So you've got, you can split them and have 2 brakes. So the brake on the left side or right side, brake pedals there, and basically that's the build. Call out sheet, obviously you've got black, rust, olive drab for the military. It's plain and simple. and you've got some of these decals to go on. That'd be interesting to put that decal on. You might have to do that first, and there you go. There's your plate there, and then there's your dials there on the display. And this is the civilian one, which is the one I want to do, obviously. A nice yellow. You've got the case there, case that side, case down the front. If you can see that, just if I get the camera up close, you might be able to get that. Yeah, zooming in. There you go. Your case down the front, and then the other case decal goes on the seat. But to be honest with you, I think that's a pretty well-rounded civilian option there. And you could also include overall red or light blue. They don't have to be yellow, they could be red or light blue. But yeah, very, very nice indeed. And I think that's it for the instructions. So then, what's your thoughts on this tractor? It seems interesting subject matter, by the way. And you also have this opportunity of either building it in military or building it in civilian. And that yellow and that idea of doing like a military thing, doing a civilian build, really does take my fancy. Looking at the kit itself, it is quite complex. As I said, it's not just an engine, a gearbox, then a seat and everything. You've got to really work hard to put this together. You've got the photo etch as well to work with, and I think you do have to use it, obviously. I don't know whether you'll see the fan or not once it's all built up, but it'd be a good little thing to spray it black anyways. And yeah, it's and interesting that this was part of a partnership that Airfix never carried on with. I remember, I think it was 2020, 2021, that they were going to release the Thunder Models Escamel, and there was a recovery truck as well from Thunder Models, and that never came to fruition, unfortunately, which is rather a shame. I would have liked to have seen that in an Airfix boxing, and Airfix put their take on it, obviously. But yeah, it never came to fruition. But this was to me, I think this is the only kit they had that was Thunder Models in the end. It looks like it's going to be a lovely little build for somebody who wants to build a tractor, whether it's civilian or military. And definitely something that took my fancy when I purchased it. And that's it from me. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, click all, and you'll be notified when I release a new video. Any questions, any comments, leave it in the box below, because I do reply. Huge shout out to my channel members who help me financially with this channel. If you'd like to become a channel member, just click join below and select which membership tier you so wish. And every Thursday, I try to, every Thursday, do a video just for channel members, a live stream where we talk about scale model kits that I've got, you know, just some extras just to give back to the channel members who help me with this channel. In the four corners are some other videos and playlists of some of my other videos on this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good week.